Hi you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to get into something that I talked about on Instagram, but I was inspired to make a longer form video for you on YouTube if you didn't see it already on Instagram. Basically just explaining some of the things I've learned, some of the things I like, dislike, just the journey of having locks so far. And I hope you enjoy. This is for people who are thinking about getting locks or who have locks already, whatever the case may be. I just wanted to get on here and talk about it a little bit and what that journey has been like for me so far. I've had my little locky babies for 2 years so far, and it's been great. It's been a journey, it's been wonderful, it's been up, it's been down, but they look really good. I feel like they look really healthy. It's kind of dark, but I don't know if I've ever said this, but I have 154 locks, if you don't already know. I have 154 locks, and I have a little skunk stripe that I just retouched not too long ago. So yeah, I think they're giving, I think they're serving. I love them. They love me. Oh yeah, and I'll put some pictures in here so that you can see what it looked like when I first started out in like the first week or so. It's crazy how much that the texture changes over time. Like when I first got them, my hair was super spirally and curly. I got 2 strand twists to start them out, and they were like up to here, up to my mouth. Like I felt like, or maybe my chin, the longest. And now it's just a growing. But the first thing I want to talk about is basically how much I love them. It's been a dream come true. I love the low maintenance portion of them. I don't have to think about what hairstyle I'm gonna wear every day. I remember when I was a loose natural, and every day I'm like, I still spray my water. I still spray water in my hair every day, but I don't have to like gel it down in a bun every day, or like, dang, I'm going to this event or that event. Like, what am I gonna do with my hair? What stylist am I gonna see? Am I gonna get braids? Am I gonna get a wig? What am I gonna do? Now I just wake up and I spray water in my hair just to make sure it's moisturized, and then I really just go. I know a lot of people do still style their locks, but I don't really care to that much. It's been a blessing that I've cut down on costs with like hair products and just time with doing my hair, time with thinking about my hair, which is great. And like vacations and like going swimming, I'm just full fledged having fun in the water without a care in the world. It's great. I do want to say though, to piggyback on it being low maintenance, I still very much take care of my hair every day. And the habits that I had with my loose hair have transferred over to having my locks. So it hasn't been much of a learning curve, I feel like, to take care of my hair because I always have. I've always kept up with making sure it had some type of moisture conditioner so that it's not drying out. Making sure I'm wearing my bonnet or scarf at night so that it's not rubbing against cotton, because I know some people have a problem with lint getting in their locks and just exposing their locks to certain materials that will break it off and dry it out. So I've been on top of that and just making sure I'm taking care of myself internally, eating good foods and drinking my water. What else? Oh, I do oil my scalp from time to time, and I get retwists about like every 8 weeks right now. Every 8 weeks has been like the butter spot, but yeah, I say that to say locks are low maintenance, but you still have to take care of them. You still need to make sure you're not putting too much tension on them. That's another thing. I don't really do many styles, but for a good reason. I am terribly afraid of my locks like breaking off or there's too much tension on my, edges, so they start breaking off. Like, I don't have time for that. I don't need that in my life. I want full, thick, and juicy, healthy looking and feeling locks. So I don't do many styles. I basically wear it down, or um, like I'll do like little styles here and there, but like I'm not tying ponytails super tight. I'm not doing them all the time. And I'm making sure I space out my retwists enough so that my hair can breathe in between. It's been, I think it's been like 2 weeks now, maybe a little longer, since I got my last retwist. And this is how it looks, which just isn't too bad. I'll probably wash it pretty soon, and that's when it starts to get a little fuzzy, which is fine. And that's like the nice thing about locks too. Even when they start to get fuzzy or look a little bit more worn out, or just like you've had them in for a long time, they still look good. Because the whole aesthetic of locks is fluffy and not really perfect, and that's the beauty of them. And that's why everyone's looks different, because everyone has different hair. Everyone's locks are going to look different. You cannot compare, you cannot compete. I don't even know what that means, to compete with another person's locks. But you just cannot compare. Like, I had an idea of what I wanted mine to look like, but I knew better not to. And literally from having my loose hair, like people people can have a tendency to compare their hair no matter what style it's in. But growing up and learning how to take care of my curly hair, kinky hair, coily hair, and going on YouTube and seeing all these like hair influencers and learning different hairstyles, like I learned from that you cannot compare, because your hair is most likely going to turn out different than theirs. There's different hair densities, there's different hair porosities, there's different hair textures, there's just different hair. People have damaged hair, overly processed and chemical hair. I just stay in your own lane and figure out what size you want, what size you feel like would fit you best. What are you able to withstand as far as retwist goes? Are you going to be able to do the styles that you want with the size that you have? Think about those things when you're trying to figure out what you want the look to look like. For me, I know that I did not want sister or micro locks because I didn't want to sit for a long time during my reties. I just didn't want getting my hair done to take too long. So I was like, okay, I want a size big enough, but I don't want it too big to where my hair appears flat on my face, like laying on my face. I still wanted a bit of volume like this gives. It still kind of stands outwardly on my face, but they're not too small to where I'm sitting there for hours and hours getting my hair retied. And I feel like I can do multiple styles and it still be like thick everywhere, if that makes sense. Like, I can have all this hair up in a pony and still have all this hair down here. That's what I wanted. So yeah, I told my loctician, give me schmediums, and this is what came to be. Yeah, let me show you. This is a little smaller than my finger. Don't compare. Make sure you are keeping your locks moisturized, wearing that bonnet at night, scarf at night, or whenever you're laying down on something. Just protect your hair. And don't compare. Did I say that already? Keep your hair moisturized. What are the other two things? Oh, not too much tension. You don't want your hair breaking off, looking, I'll put some pictures on here, over here, of what non-healthy locks look like and what it starts to look like when it starts breaking off and getting really thin from a matter of tension or maybe being too dry or maybe either getting too frequent retwists or getting not enough retwists in a certain amount of time. I almost forgot to tell y'all what I haven't liked since getting locks. I just looked back at the reel that I made and I'm like, oh, let's talk about it. And it's the fact that I am tender-headed now. Tender-headed, I've never been tender-headed before. This is a new discovery, development, but it's simply because I just don't mess with my hair as often as I used to when I did not have locks. I'm not styling it as much. I'm not brushing and combing through my hair. I'm not constantly just touching it in general. So my scalp is like not used to being pulled and tugged like it used to. And so now it grew sensitive to that. And I find that every time I try to like do a cute little style, my scalp will just like be a little tender. It'll be a little like hurt a little bit, and I'll be like, you know what? Never mind. I don't even want to do it anymore because I'm just not used to it, and I would rather not be in pain. But I know that some people kind of train their scalps to get used to manipulation and different styles. So I feel like it's something that you just have to train your scalp into again by actually styling your hair so that you don't stay tender-headed. But we'll see what I decide to do. I'm kind of just a chill girl right now, and I don't really mind not styling my hair like that, but I have found myself wanting to be a little bit more creative with my hair because I can get bored after a while of like it just being the same thing over and over again. So yeah, that's one of the things I have not liked. The last thing I'm gonna say is to just trust the process, because let me tell you, when I was in the beginning stages, I really wasn't really messing with it like that. Like I really didn't know what to think. I was just like, it's just so different. It's just so different, especially when you've had big, like longer hair versus the starter lock stage. It's just kind of a shock to try to figure out, okay, this is not, my face isn't framed how I'm used to it being framed, or I don't really know what styles look good on me. Like, I feel like that can be the fun part because you get to experiment and have fun with it, but also it's just like sometimes like nothing, I feel like nothing was really looking good because of the length of it. So I just had to like be patient and just let it grow at its own pace and not really think about it too much. I never want to feel like, how do I put this? I wanted to be a locked girly that stuck through the ugly phase or the phase that you just kind of feel uncomfortable in. I didn't want to cheat the process. I did get not lock extensions, but I did get like an extended twist out before. I don't know if you call that lock extensions, but I got an extended twist out style before. And I think that's the only thing that I've gotten where I've added hair so far. But other than that, I've just been thugging it out in all the phases. Just been thugging it out, trying to figure out what works best for me, what styles work best for me at all the different lengths that it's been so far and all the different textures that it's been so far. And I really wanted to just embody and like embrace all the stages. Like I really wanted to be in it. I wanted to be in whatever trench I needed to be in and really learn how to just appreciate all the different stages, and because I feel like that can just carry over into different parts of my life as well. Like just sticking through, like trusting the process. You know, some things you may be uncomfortable with, but still hold your head up high. You know, still love yourself throughout all the uncomfortability. And it eventually grows into something that you're like, okay, I see why the wait was worth it. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to give you my tidbits on what it's like having locks for as long as I have, what I've learned, what I've liked, what I didn't like. And I'm still enjoying the journey. Like, I am excited for what they're going to look like next year and all the years after that. And I believe my next retwist will be a hairstyle. So maybe I'll film that on YouTube. I'm definitely gonna film it on Instagram, but yes, I'm gonna have a style and I'm gonna add extensions. I'm so excited. But stay tuned for my next video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for me, and I will see you next time.